Hey guys, today I want to go over PETG tubing and how I go about choosing the right size when I'm about to start a new computer build, whether it's 12 millimeter, 14 millimeter, or 16 millimeter, whether it's acrylic, plastic, metal, or even copper. So let's jump right into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you. My name's Mike. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, and as always, the notification bell. So anytime that I make a new video, you guys are aware of that and you guys could check it out. So guys, before we jump in and talk about the rigid tubing here, I want to talk a little bit about my YouTube channel for a few minutes. So I've been doing this now for about 7 months. It's been a huge learning curve. There's definitely been a lot of bumps along the way compared to the quality of my videos today, compared to the quality of my videos when I first started. But you know, that's how you learn, that's how you get better. I think even the greatest YouTube channels out there, if you look back at their first videos compared to where they are now, it's a night and day difference. And there'll probably be a night and day difference from even this video today to 2 years from now. And that's a good thing. You know, you only get better with practice and as you learn. But one thing I'm kind of stuck on, guys, I'm at 122 subscribers, and I know in the beginning of my channel when I first started and, you know, the videos weren't as good as they are today, I was getting more subscribers. I almost feel like my videos are locked in a vault somewhere. I feel like I should be getting more views than I do, but I'm not. I was getting more subs and subscribers back in the early days of my channel than I am now, and I've read every tutorial and I'm trying everything that people recommend, and I feel like there's something wrong with the channel, that YouTube's got it locked in a vault with 100 keys, and I don't know, guys. If you guys have any suggestions, are you guys able to find my videos okay if you just do a search for them? It's just frustrating where I'm at. But outside of all that, I really appreciate you guys that have supported me up to this point. And like I said, we're at 122 subscribers. Thanks for sticking with me. I know some videos been rough and the audio has been messed up or the autofocus hasn't been completely right. But again, from where I started in the beginning and to where I am right now, I feel like I've come a long way, right, guys? And things can only get better from here. So again, much love to all you guys out there that support me and that continue to support me. I appreciate you guys so much. So that being said, let's jump into rigid tubing and how to pick the right size. And if you're one of those people out there that are doing their first water-cooled build, I know when I first did mine, I was scared. No, I was, scared. I was like, oh my God, am I going to mess something up? You spend all this money on all these parts and something's going to leak and it's not going to look right. And it can be overwhelming, especially for a new person building a water-cooled PC. Now, the tubing I have right here in front of me, this is a 12 millimeter out of diameter. It's a Bitesky metal tube. It's made out of brass. This is what is being used in the Megatron build. Over here, this is a plastic PEG tube, if I can get the plastic wrap off of it. And what I really like about these here is these are pre-bent. When I started building water-cooled PCs, I had to bust out the heat gun, and my little bending tool. And I kind of went through a lot of tubes, went in the garbage, because the bends were messed up. Now, they have a lot of pre-bent tubes, especially obviously for metal, because you can't bend metal. If you try to heat this up and bend it, then the plating cracks and it's just a disaster. So it's a lot more expensive than just buying straight runs, but I think it's worth the extra money, because these are absolutely perfect 90-degree bends. I mean, they might be off by like a hair, but you can't tell if they are. So I definitely think pre-bent 90 PEG tubes are definitely worth the money. These are both from a company called Bitesky, and like I stated, these are both 12 millimeters. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the Megatron build. So in a previous video, I stated that I'm going to tear the whole thing down and we're going to do a bunch of wild stuff in there for you guys. Now, I have to buy more of these Bitesky here 12 millimeter pre-bent tubes. Now, funny thing is back in the day, 12 millimeter tubes were very popular and you could find them everywhere. Now it seems like everywhere that I look, whether it's on Alpha Cool or Primo Chill or whatnot, I think now the standard is like 14 millimeter. That's the popular size. And, you know, I think the reason why is because, you know, back in the day, well, I mean, obviously a lot of you guys know computer cases have just gotten bigger and better over the years, right? I mean, back in the day, they were a lot smaller. So say, doing a water cool build and taking a 14 millimeter tube and putting it in a smaller PC case, it kind of looks cluttered, you know. So, you know, 12 millimeter being a lot smaller, it's kind of that balance in between 10 and 14, and it doesn't look like the tubes are overtaking your case. Now that cases are becoming so big, you know, 14 millimeters is now the standard. So I'm struggling a little bit with finding some 12 millimeter pre-bent tubes. Now, I can go back on the AliExpress and I could buy them from China. That's where I got these before. But then I'm waiting, gosh, it could be 6 weeks before I get them here. I checked on Primo Chill this morning. They have 14. The only place that I did find that had some was Bits Power. Bits Power had some 12 millimeter outer diameter tubes. So I was actually hoping to look to get some black chrome plated tubes. I know I stated in my last video that I didn't really want to do that because it kind of takes away from the theme Megatron. But I still wanted to kind of get some along with just some of these aluminum ones again. I kind of wanted to, you know, see them side by side and show you guys and get some feedback from you guys on what tubes look better. You know, maybe I can incorporate some of the black tubes in the Megatron build and it won't kind of take away from the Megatron theme. So I'm still working on that. If you guys have any advice on, you know, the best place for me to get some 12 millimeter OD tubes that are pre-bent 90 degrees along with some black ones, please post down in the comments and let me know where I can pick some up. Now, let's come back to what the main purpose of this video is. So, is there like a right size tube for your build? There's really not. It's really all preference, you know. And I'm a visual person, you know, so it's really difficult for me to visualize what a PC is going to look like. I almost want to have on my table 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 millimeter tubes and put them in one by one to see what they look like. You know, I'm a visual person, but me being a visual person is also very costly. So look at it like this. I would say like a mid tower, anywhere from, you know, 12, you know, to 14 millimeters. It's probably going to look absolutely fine inside the case. Let's go with 10 millimeters for say like a mini, like a Lanley OD11 mini case. I think that would look pretty amazing in there. But again, this is all coming down to preference. Maybe you're that person that really likes the really thick tubes, you know, at 16 millimeters, regardless of the size of the case. So there's really no right or no wrong on what size tubing you use. It's really all personal preference. Again, my thought process when I'm choosing the right size tube for my build is to go ahead and think about the case and the space, and you know, I'm a perfectionist, so I want everything to be perfect, and that can be a detriment as well because then I can never make a decision half the time. But yeah, guys, all personal preference, but I do recommend pre-bent 90s unless you're an expert at tube bending. You know, you could actually save some money by just buying straight runs and bending them yourselves. But for me, to save time and money, I'm going to go ahead and get the pre-bent 90s so I don't pull all my hair out. Wait a second. I don't have any hair. But anyways, I got some left. But yeah, so I don't pull all my hair out because if it's off by just a little bit, and again, me being a perfectionist, it drives me absolutely batty. Just like with the Megatron build, I had to level in there 9,000 times. All the tubes had to be level and square, and I wasn't going to settle for anything less. And then I had that GPU sag in there, so then I had to buy that GPU holder. Man, everything has to be perfect. I wish I wasn't like that. I'm that guy that has an oriental rug and has to comb the ends of it so they're perfectly straight. Yeah, that's me, guys. So, but anyways, That's all I really wanted to talk about today. There's really no right or wrong or on what size tubing. It's really all comes down to personal preference and what you like. But again, you could take those little tidbits that I told you. You know, the smaller the case, 10 to 12 usually works pretty well. The bigger the case, even like a super tower, maybe 16, maybe 18. I don't even know off the top of my head if they make an 18. I never even looked that up. But so that's all I really got for today, guys. Just wanted to share this with you this morning. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I hope some of my tidbits help you out in trying to choose some PETG. As always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.